Dota Underlords is here, and this is everything you need to know to get started.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
That's right, Valve's standalone entry into the newly forming auto chess genre has arrived. Dota Underlords is poised to be perhaps the next big thing in gaming, and I think if you're a fan of this channel, it's something you should check out and will probably end up enjoying a lot because it's a very strategically rewarding and a game with a lot of depth, and not only that, but it's just really fun and feels good to play. Now, that said, in this video, I'm going to walk you through a pretty in-depth tutorial, taking our time, taking it slow, playing against some AI opponents so we can really break down all the different gameplay elements and mechanics so that you'll be well equipped to join your first Dota Underlords battle in the very near future. I'll also be answering some questions from my community along the way. So this is pretty much the ultimate video to kick things off in your Dota Underlords journey, but I'm happy to answer additional questions in the comments below if you have any. That said, let's go ahead and jump into some of this gameplay and tutorial session starting now. We've got the AI mode loaded up here. We're not playing a real game right now because I want to go slow and talk through things because I know a lot of you don't have auto chess experience and you don't know what Dota Underlords is either, but I want you asking questions if you don't know what the heck is going on. Is this Dota's take on auto chess? Yes. It is indeed. So how auto chess, the genre of auto chess works, in case you don't know, not a take on classic chess, no, is essentially it's like a team builder, almost like a deck builder in a way, kind of like Dungeon Run or, you know, Dollar and Heist and Hearthstone in a little bit of a way, where you're building a team of units and those units fight on your behalf, and your goal is to build a team of units that's stronger than 7 other opponents' units, and you'll be battling over, you know, each other's teams over multiple rounds, 30, 40 rounds, trying to stay alive. Every time you lose a fight, you take damage, but, you know, you get more chances. So each unit has 2 classifications. They have what is essentially like a racial or tribal synergy, and they're all called alliances, by the way, in Underlords. So, for instance, if we look at Tusk here, he has Savage. In the auto chess mod, this was like Beast synergy. It's called Savage and Underlords. If you have 2 unique units that are Savage, then all of your units are going to gain 10% attack, right? So they all get much stronger at fighting. He's also a warrior. And if you have 3 warriors, then you gain 10 armor, and armor denies your opponent's attacks, right? And if you look at Tinker, he's Scrappy, which used to be the Goblin synergy in auto chess. If you have 3 Scrappy units, then a random person is given 15 armor and 10 HP regen. Also an Inventor. And I'm not going to walk through all of these because we're just going to talk through them as the game goes, but just to give you some examples. 2 Inventors. So the idea, right, is to build a team that utilizes these synergies in a way that makes your units stronger than your opponents. Now, there are a couple things you can also do, like re-roll your units here, is what this button is. So you have 5 choices right now. You can spend 2 gold, and gold is a currency that you accrue throughout the game by winning fights and sometimes by losing fights and just automatically every round. So there's some economy management, but you can re-roll units to find other stuff to help you find the synergies that you're looking for. You can also level up to put additional units on the board. And for some of you, I know this is incredibly simplistic because you already know a lot about auto chess, but if you've never seen it before, of course, this is going to be helpful. I should have warned you to skip this part already if you knew all about this. So there was Dota Auto Chess. I assume that was unofficial. Exactly, that was a mod. This is Valve, the company who makes Dota 2, which the Auto Chess mod was built in. This is their official take on auto chess. It's very, very similar. There's also another one coming out called Team Fight Tactics from Riot, the producers behind League of Legends. So the bottom, these glowy things at the bottom are slots. When you buy a unit, it goes on a slot, and you can save units on your slots. And the reason you want to do that is because anytime you get 3 of a given unit, it upgrades into a better version of itself. So they start out as 1-star units, you can see here. If you get 2 of them, or 3 of them, then you'll upgrade to a 2-star unit. And then if you get 3 2-star units, they'll upgrade into a 3-star units. So over the course of the game, you're trying to upgrade individual units. You're also trying to build synergies across your team. So like here we see there are 2 Savage units, so we could get those together, and that would be awesome. But we only had 1 gold to start this round, so we were only able to buy 1 thing. Now that said, there is a choice here to lock these, and since I have 2 Savage units and a second
First
Tusk...
ever bit donation.
Hey, Miss Wraith, dude, that's amazing. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Welcome to the world of bits. It's an exciting one. And I'm going to lock this just to basically show you sooner what a synergy looks like, right? I don't know if this is actually something I do strategically in a game. Probably not, because Enchantress I don't really like much. And Druids in particular and Underlords I think are a little bit underwhelming in my experience so far. But just for the sake of learning, we're going to go ahead and lock these. That means I'm going to save these choices instead of automatically refreshing it at the start of my round. Now, clearly you don't have all this time normally. We're in an AI mode where there's no time being passed, so I can explain things. I'm going to hit the play button here. This is not something you normally see. You're normally playing against real people, and you have only 25 seconds to make all of these choices. There's a lot of strategic things that have to happen pretty quickly here to understand exactly what's going on. Pyros' Bit World is fun times. Yes, indeed you would know. And again, Executives, thank you, man, for the 205 bits, taking the top spot there. That's fun. Definitely not a lock in a non-demonstration situation. Completely agree. So, after certain rounds where you play against AI opponents, which is kind of confusing because everybody's an AI opponent right now, but in instances where we're playing against NPCs is probably a better word for it, and I wish that the item thing was giving me time to talk through it. I just got a random item awarded because we didn't pick one. But after certain rounds, essentially you get items, and these items can do 2 things. There's something you can equip individually on units, or they're like auras. And you can see it auto-selected an aura here for us, where Demon Hunters, which is one of the alliances, gain 30% pure damage for other demon units, and that's another alliance. So we'll just grab these for now. We'll take these 2 beasts. It's not locked anymore. We don't have enough gold to do anything else, so we're just going to hit play. We're going to fight against some more NPCs, which means we'll get another item. This time I'll try to select it fast enough. I thought it would pause, much like everything else, and this is pausing. So essentially what's happening is, right, everybody else is having the same fights we are right now because we're fighting NPCs. But eventually we're all going to be fighting each other. I'll get, you know, for instance, I might get Tristal Bot next round, and I got to beat Tristal Bot. And if I lose, I'm going to take some damage, which you'll eventually see. We're going to get there. In this case, we don't have any inventors. Let's just take a Vitality Booster, grab some random health. I'm not worrying about strategic stuff right now at all. We're just going to go. We're just going to go do what feels good here. Just to get things facilitated. So we've got more units offered here, of course, right? And you'll see that some of these units only cost 1 and some of them cost 2. What's happening here is there are units of different rarities, basically, and they're actually match up pretty well to like World of Warcraft or Hearthstone rarities. Like 1s are kind of commons, these are 2s, they're green, then there's some blues, etc. They kind of ramp up. And you know, 5 cost units are considerably better at a base level than 2 cost units, and in some cases like a 5 or 4 cost unit might even be better than like a 2-star 1 cost unit. So we're gonna grab a Pudge here, and we'll just grab a, I don't know, an anti-mage. We do have this Demon Hunter synergy thing. Again, I'm not really gonna worry about strategy much at all. We're just gonna kind of talk through things. So now we have 2 warriors and 2 beasts, but if you look carefully, right, we don't actually have...
Dota by Base Hunter not playing in the background.
Is that what I need? Is that gonna make this stream the go-to stream? Like millions of people are gonna watch and they hear that? Okay. That's good to know. So this is a little handy tool that's showing us our synergies. You can see here I have 2 Savage units, which is giving me that plus 10% attack damage, which is a nice little buff, right? That's a pretty cool little thing to see. It's also showing me which units match the synergy. We don't have any other synergies right now. This guy is a Heartless and a Warrior. We do have 2 Warriors, so if we get a 3rd Warrior, we could be in a good spot. I like the Brooch of the Martyr. Brooch is a funny way to say it, though. I've always thought, why is it pronounced brooch if there's 2 O's? It never made sense to me. It's just like, what are they thinking? Okay, so here we don't really have a lot going on. We could grab a Chaos Knight because it's a demon and it synergizes with our little Demon Hunter boy. I guess that's as good as anything else we've got going on right now. Can take this item and put it on him. He's got a pretty powerful thing. We can also just grab some other units right now because we have enough gold. Now, that said, there are some instances where you want to manage your gold. very carefully, because you get an interest essentially, much like, on the money in a bank. If you hold enough money at every breakpoint of 10 gold, you will earn an additional 1 gold per round up to 50 gold. If you end a round with 50 gold, you'll get 5 interest gold. So saving up your money long term can pay off some pretty big dividends, because you'll get more money, and then you'll get more money, and then you'll get more money. So there are some strategies essentially to manage your economy in a really sensible way. Can you only use 3 units? So currently, no, we just leveled up. So see this here? This is an indicator of your level, as is this number up here. We're level 4. For whatever level you are, that
So
corresponds
this is
to
a
how many
game
units you
about
can play.
economics. Love it.
Yes. Is there in-game music? And if yes, why is it turned off? Maybe. We can probably turn it on. Hold up. I tend to play with no audio on at all. It says music, but I
Channel
don't
Regis
really hear
in
it.
a bad place to be.
I don't really hear it.
ACDC
Hey!
instrumental.
Whoa! Executive dude with 500 bits. Holy moly, man. Thank you. And Pyro, I agree, dude. I love like finance and investments and saving money, so it always feels good, right? It always feels good. 500 bits, executives. Jeez, dude. Thank you, guys. If you select an equipable item, can you change which unit has that item? Yes, which you could not always do in other instances of this game, but you can. And in fact, you can even switch it mid-combat, which, as far as I know, offers some pretty interesting strategic implications that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. I don't know if it has a cooldown when you equip it, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't. So if a unit dies, you can almost take the item off of them and put it on a separate unit. And as far as I know, that's an unexplored strategic depth in the game right now. There seems to be a unit in the story you can buy to upgrade. Let's see. I don't know. Yes, we have a 3rd Tusk. Good note, right? So here we're going to get to see Tusk upgraded. He's now a 2-star unit. I should have looked at his stats beforehand, but basically, normal 1-star units have about 5. I think he has 700 health at base because he's a warrior. But he went up, like, doubled, right? And his damage is now 105. Everybody else has, like, 50 to 60 or something. His damage was probably like 52 or something beforehand. So you can see how much significantly stronger he got by getting upgraded. And I guess we do have this thing on here too, so he actually is showcasing a little extra health than he would normally have, but you get the idea. So we grabbed the upgrade there. That's really nice. We also got a Chaos Knight number 2, which is pretty cool. Now I am holding, if you look here, 2 gold, 4 gold, 5 gold, 6 gold worth of units on my bench. If I were able to get to 10 gold, I could earn some additional interest income, but I'm not able to get to 10 gold yet by like getting rid of these units. So there's no penalty to holding these, and in fact, since I have some spare gold, we could even buy an extra unit here just to keep on our bench. And the reason you might want to do that is because as you get offered new things, maybe in the next round I get offered 2 morphlings, and I can just immediately get an extra morphling. So there's no penalty right now to holding it on my bench because I'm not at one of those significant economy breakpoints where I might get some additional interest income. So you can kind of just keep options on your bench if you're not using your gold in any other way while still maintaining some powerful units on board. Now, one other thing we can talk about here, another option to use my gold at the moment, and by the way, this is so great that it's paused because it gives us so much time to talk through all of this. This is pretty fantastic. This button here, which is not a good button, actually, it's pretty poorly understood that this is a button, but you can see it has a cost of 5 gold. This buys XP. And for every 5 gold you spend, you'll buy 4 experience, which is a very confusing thing again, but that's how the auto chess mod started out, so I guess they kept that. And we could right now spend 5 gold to upgrade to level 5, which would let me put an additional unit on board. And the reason I might want to put an additional unit on board is because then my army becomes stronger, and I'm more likely to defeat my opponent's army, therefore winning a game, which saves my health, but also earning me additional gold, particularly if I'm on a winning streak, which also gives you a gold bonus. So what we could do, right, is sell some of these units to get up to 5 gold, and then buy an additional slot. So what units might I want to sell to get to 5, right? This is a 2-cost unit, a 2-cost unit, and a 1-cost unit. So for instance, I could sell the 3 of these, but alternatively, I don't really know if I want this Enchantress anymore. I do have these 2 Heartless units, and that's a pretty powerful effect, so I could almost put 2 Heartless units in instead, and sell, some of these other dudes. But also I lose the Savage boost, so I don't know. Right now, I don't really think we need to go to 5, just because, first off, we're not stressed, and secondly, we can let 5 happen naturally and just lose a few games, because if you get on a losing streak, you can you can just earn additional gold that way. So there's some strategies like losing early and then coming back later, all kinds of stuff going on. Why is it paused? We're reversing AI right now. We're playing only AI. If it's anything like Auto Chess Mobile, changing items mid-combat wouldn't take effect until the next round. I don't know either, Patzer. Yeah, you're saying you don't know how that works. I don't know either. It's possible to do it functionally, like you can manipulate the item positioning, but I don't know if the effect takes hold or there's like a cooldown. That's what I was saying. I don't actually know. I think it'd actually be kind of cool if it did. It would add some in-game like action management to it. That'd be pretty fun. Positioning seems very important in this game. It certainly can be, right? Because of the way units fight each other. You can do things like hide hunters who have long-range attacks in the back corner and protect them. So there are all kinds of positioning elements that do certainly affect how this goes. How many heroes are added to the hero pool per level? You get one additional unit on board per level. You always get offered 5 options. But as you level up, the likelihood of getting a higher unit cost is increased. So, like, if we're level 7, we'll see far more, like, level or 4 cost units, right? Or 3 cost units will be way more common. Right now, we're only seeing 1 and 2 cost units because we're not leveled up. So let's just go ahead and play. We don't need to. We don't need to level up just yet. I might level up next turn, even though it's kind of off curve. And what I mean by that is we'd be spending 5 gold for only a 4 XP advantage that takes us over a breakpoint. Like right now, we're exactly leveling up, and then we'll kind of be floating one experience at that point, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. This Tusk now might actually be able to win this. It's going to be close. He is a level 2 unit. If he gets his ability off, oh! So close. His mana was full. I don't know what his cooldown was at. So, any other questions, guys? I know this might, for some of you who know auto chess, this is probably a little boring because you're like, oh god, he's just playing the stuff we've all seen a million times. Okay, let's go ahead and level up. I'm not going to worry too much about strategy here. And guys, I'm not an auto chess expert. I've played up to something like Bishop 5 in the auto chess mod. There's no ranks right now in this one. I've won a handful of games, and I got last in a game too, just testing out some stuff. So there's a lot of variability in what's going on. So feel free to offer advice if you have it. If you think you see something that you could teach me, feel free, toss it along. Always happy to hear. How many heroes are I already answered that. That's not a new question. So I feel like we've covered a lot of the basics. Now I almost feel like we're ready to go into a real game. Like with the pausing, I was able to discuss everything pretty in depth there. Get all the bounty hunters to level them up. Well, we don't have a bounty hunter currently. We could have bought 2 and upgrade. Looked for the next one to go soon, but I'm just gonna wait for now. We have a pretty strong core right now. I like our units a lot. Lycan and Sand King are 2 additional Savage units here. That's actually kind of cool. We could certainly shift into a Savage build. I also just like Lycan a lot. Sand King is certainly not one of my favorite units. I don't feel compelled to keep this Anti-Mage simply because we auto-bought this item. I don't think Strange Bedfellows is good. I tried a full demon build of this and it just didn't really work that well. How much am I holding on to here? Quite a bit, but that's okay. This pausing is wonderful. Do you find it easy to get burnout on this style of game? Honestly, no. I thought I would, and to be honest with you, that was one of my biggest hesitations with auto chess style games is like, oh, I'm gonna burn out. There's not enough new content. But every round is so unique, and you get offered so much new stuff, and it's kind of just rewarding to watch your units fight. Like, just watching them go do their thing is really cool, but I think the experiences have remained unique enough. Now, it's gonna be based on the game, certainly, and how well it's updated, and what kind of new units are added, and so on and so forth. So, it just depends. Oh my god, another Savage unit. I don't know exactly who's the last Savage unit. You can look at alliances here, and we're Savage. Here we go. Oh, Lone Druid. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to go for a 6 Savage build. I have never done that before, but I mean, why not? I don't know. It does sound kind of fun. You'll see here we have an axe, and there were 2 axes last round. If I had bought both of those axes, we could have had a 2-star axe
Glad
right
you
now.
got to use your name and didn't have to settle for Regis Kilbin.
Well, that's because it's via Steam, and Steam I have Regis Kilbin, but I did on League of Legends. I had to use Regis Kilbin when I signed up for League. I would say going for synergies is not always good. Yes, sometimes, particularly the early game, just 2-star units are way more valuable than synergies. And if you're not careful, you can also kind of walk yourself down a trap where you focus too much on achieving a single thing, and you maybe don't really make good decisions because you're just chasing the dream instead of making, sound, fresh decisions. So I completely agree. And Pyro, there are some. Did I? Oh no, he's just hiding. There are some people out there stealing Regis Kilbin in League of Legends, it seems. Because I've never played League. I want to know who they are. Who are you out there? Which one of you took Regis Kilbin from me? Shame on you. So this may get boring after a while, honestly, playing against bots. I feel like we've explained most of the core mechanics. Is there any core mechanic? In here you're seeing the gold tallies, right? Like we got a gold for a victory, we got a gold for a winning streak, etc., etc. So part of me is thinking we should probably... Here's how you sell a unit, by the way. So once they're here, you don't have to keep them forever. You can get rid of them. You can sell them for a gold. So for instance, like I have a couple duos right here, and I'm getting very close to getting trios for some of these. So keeping them on the bench to try to upgrade could be a really nice thing. We already have the Chaos Knight on board. So we have 4 things that are just 1 unit away from being 2-starred. Which is going to be nice when that swing happens. So we'll keep an eye out for that. The synergy is just if you have the units right. It doesn't have some sort of range. Well, some of them do actually, which is kind of new. Generally, it's if you just have the units, but sometimes the effect is based on range. And just to be clear, units on your bench do not contribute to your synergy bonuses or your alliance bonuses. They have to be in the field to actually activate. But if you look here at, let's take a look at like, I think knights. So see knights here, knight units take 25% less physical damage and magic damage when standing 1 cell away from another knight. So it's not necessarily a universal aura. They added this physical positioning element to it in Underlords specifically.
The DPS meter on the side.
Well, me too, dude.
#days
Dude, it's so fun to look. And a lot of people look at total damage, which makes sense because a unit's survivability will contribute to its damage output. But I also like checking the DPS too. I don't know why, but DPS to me just feels a little better. So, why are we waiting? What's going on here? Is this guy still fighting? Why don't I have a pause activator right now? We broke the game, guys. I don't have the button I'm supposed to have. That's who they're fighting. I don't know what's going on. Can I kick it out of its... It got frozen. I don't know why. What's happening here? I broke it. I broke the AI mode. The button is gone. Well, this is going to solve the problem. I guess now we know. Now we're going to go to a real game. All right. So now let's just ramp it up and play a real game. That's fine. I think we explored all of the mechanics anyway. So hopefully that was a good tutorial for those of you who haven't seen the game before. Certainly we didn't get into a lot of depth, but how much does starting positioning matter if the units move freely after the start? It still matters, depending on your builds and what you're trying to do. So like I mentioned previously, like some builds go for hunters, and hunters are these ranged units, right? Here's Stro Ranger, she's a hunter, and some of them have really long range. So what you can do with units like this is in the late game, you can essentially hide... And I'm gonna buy her. I don't know. Double Batrider is kind of intriguing, but I hate going for the trolls this early. I think hunters is a good way to start building towards. So you can hide her back here, for instance, and have like 2 tanks in front of her, right? And the tanks will, help prevent people from getting towards her, although in this case tanks will move towards other units. But nonetheless, there's also assassins that jump to the back of the units no matter what. They'll always try to get behind stuff. So if you tuck stuff in the corner, it can prevent assassins from getting to them. Also, there is travel time, so if she's back here in the corner, like the NPCs have to walk towards her, right, in order to the NPCs have to walk towards her, so in that case she can't take this using the mana. But she has maybe a couple of extra, moments to attack, essentially. So it can really help. Let's take the double bounty hunter, looking for the third soon. I don't like any of those units. I feel like druids are really bad in this. I've seen some people work druids fairly well in the mid game, but how much system requirements are for this game? I don't think it's probably that demanding. There's not that much going on. I mean, you can check on Steam, I'm sure. So positioning, I'm not an expert at positioning yet. I'm not an expert at positioning by any means, but you can kind of see what other people are doing, and sometimes it depends on what your opponent is doing too. Like if you're in the final couple rounds, you only have one or two opponents, you can sometimes out-position them to gain advantages. Like if they have an AoE character, you can spread out your units. If they have like a big stun that's in the front line, you can like move stuff around so it's not going to get stunned in that front line. So there are some interesting things you can do. I forgot to equip this, but it doesn't really matter for the AI rounds here. And yeah, so you can look at other boards like to see what they're doing, right? So there's a couple reasons you might want to do that. Interesting. Double Witch Doctor is intriguing, but again, I don't really want to force trolls. I think we're just gonna go like this for now. This is a AI round. We'll grab that axe too for flexibility.
This looks like a lot of fun. I think I'm going
mage.
to try it. Thanks at Register for introducing it to me. PSSSH Valve. Sponsor him now.
Yes,
Do it.
yes, Valve, do it. Do it, Valve. I believe, Valve. I believe. This is actually kind of spooky. This guy's good. Scary. We got it, team. We got it. Hey, Jacob,
17
dude!
months already.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, Pyre, for the 100 bits. And the game is fun, right? Like, if it seems confusing at all right now, I promise it won't be forever. Okay. I guess we can take 3 brooches. Sure, I forgot to equip it again. Didn't matter on the AI rounds, but... okay. Give me something good or we're gonna lose. Oh. Interesting. Okay, that's intriguing. I like the idea of a hunter here, especially because there's a beastmaster. So let's go ahead and sell this guy. Grab the beastmaster. Do I have 4 yet? No, we're at 3. Let's go here for now. Okay. So we have some stuff going. We have hunters going. We have this and this, which are both brawny units, which gains health. Not feeling good about my DPS dying early. I think we're gonna lose. Although the anti-mage might carry. I don't know. Let's see. Probably not, because it's 3v2 now. Yeah, we're gonna lose. He targeted the axe instead of a more valuable unit. I think the uniqueness to this game will keep bringing players back. Yeah, every run is a little bit distinct. Right? It's like, it's kind of like Dungeon Run in Hearthstone, where it's like every time you play, you're getting a little bit of a different experience. You're getting new opponents. You're getting fresh stuff. So there's always different challenges. There's always different builds happening. So even though the game is a little bit stagnant from a content standpoint in some ways, I still think, for the most part, it's going to stay fresh. But we'll see. I don't know. Have you heard about the release of TFT? Yeah, I mean, I'm more excited about TFT theoretically from a subjective standpoint, but there's also this part of me that understands that the mobile aspect of this game might help it be more popular. So I'm kind of thinking about that side of it too. Treant Protector is a pretty good unit, but I really just don't like druids. I'm gonna grab this for the warrior synergies. I mean, I have free gold, so I can just grab this stuff. My gold's not doing anything else right now. This guy upgraded to 5. I could have upgraded to 5. Something my gold could have been doing, I guess. I think we're gonna die again, which is fine. Man, my anti-mage got shredded. How? That Drow Hunter in the back is killing us. Killing us. So yes, TFT anyway is what got me, reinvigorated. Like I've been playing the auto chess mod since it, gained popularity whatever months ago, but I've drifted in and out because I didn't really think there's any longevity towards it because it was a mod and there was no matchmaking. But with matchmaking, in both TFT and Underlords, oh cool. This is a heck of a round here. Is that right? Yeah, 5, okay. Alright, still no synergies yet, but just some good units incoming. We got some warrior stuff happening on our bench. We're looking decent, I think, here. Although we're in last place currently for health, so we'll see. We may not even want to win to maintain our losing streak here, as long as we don't take a ton of damage in the process. It's gonna be close. Everything's low. I think we are gonna win. Yeah, Draw Ranger's still full health. Yeah, we're fine. There was a server for matchmaking for auto chess. That's the problem though, is you had to go off-site and do a Discord server to matchmake. And that's what made it such a pain. I never did that. That's why I peaked at Bishop 5 when I was taking auto chess really seriously. That's just not good for casual players. Like for me to care about a game and get excited about it, like it has to have some casual accessibility, and it never did before. It never did before, so. Morphling is decent with Tiny. I don't think we're going trolls, so. Actually, let's cut this. We don't have 3 warriors yet, so. We could go 3 warriors, but this is just a stronger unit by default. Shoot, I don't know if I got that in time. I don't know if this activates or not. There's no way to know if the item is active that I can tell. We should be maybe okay. No, I don't know. No, we're gonna lose for sure. Jeez. The assassins bodied us. Is Pudge a replacement or a new unit? I mean, not all the units that are currently in auto chess are in the game, so I would even hesitate to call it a replacement. But he's a new unit. He's not been in auto chess yet. He's not been in the auto chess mod, so. He is a heartless warrior, and he has a meat hook that, like, pulls units. There's that 3rd witch doctor. Disruptor, honestly, we do have brawny units, so Disruptor's kind of chill. I'm holding on to a lot of stuff on my bench right now that I don't like. We're gonna level up next turn, so we're not on a, an economy breakpoint at the moment. I'm putting this unit in the front so that it takes additional... Oh, I definitely should have gave it a... Oh, I'm not using my items very well right now. Who has what? There we go. It has a really good ability, and you'll see mana bars. That's one thing we didn't talk about, I guess, in our earlier preview. So each unit has mana. Well, not every unit, but some units have mana and a special ability they utilize. And you gain mana from attacking, but also taking damage. And some of the abilities are really, really strong. Like, Disruptors is really good, right? This silences units and deals damage to them. So it's this really valuable AoE. So putting him in the front so he takes additional damage, particularly with this item that increases his mana gain from receiving damage, can be a really powerful sort of thing to do. What do we want to cut here? I think we actually just cut the Beastmaster right now. Do we want to upgrade? We do, so we can bring the Beastmaster back in. We can also add a 3rd warrior if we want warrior synergies, but I don't really think that's too valuable right now. We're not going to go Morphling even if I have a Tiny. It's fine. I like Queen of Pain as a unit a lot, so I'm trying to see if I can hold for an upgrade here. Oh my god, we just got melted! What on earth? I thought we had a pretty good... did I not put everything out? No, I did put everything out. Oh my god, we got ruined. I didn't actually watch what happened. This may have died too fast. That might have been the issue. I don't know. It's okay. For all these 2-star units, though, man. Came here seeking Hearthstone, but it was I, Dota. Yes, exactly. Hey, Lion K, by the way, dude. It's not just the fantasy name thing. Some of them are titles, some are actual names. Some are just what they are, and it's really inconsistent and off-putting to me. Oh, I actually agree with you a lot. The Dota unit names, I couldn't agree more, dude. I feel you completely. I think we're gonna go ahead and drop some units here just to get up to some mana break points. Just because we need, or gold break points. Excuse me. We need gold. I want some gold. So this is an item round. We're fighting NPCs instead of another team. These happen every 5 rounds after the first few entry rounds. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Underlords are far easier than they are in the auto chess mod, I would say. I mean, I do have a shaman. I mean, I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I've never used this before. I have no idea. Thankfully, this isn't ranked, so there's very little to lose. You can kind of experiment a lot and do your thing right now, and nobody cares. Still waking up. I feel you, Enrive, dude. Hey, Tajird. Hey, Garrett Bose. Hey, Sumaro. Hunters are pretty crazy right now, I feel like. I agree with you there. I haven't really used Arc Warden a lot, but it is a shaman, which is intriguing, and an elemental too, which synergizes with our tiny. And apparently, people are doing some pretty crazy things with this. Arc Warden creates a copy of himself. The duplicate can use all of Arc Warden's current items and spells and has separate cooldowns. So you can do chains where these Arc Wardens just create copies of themselves and copies of themselves and copies of themselves if you have the right sort of items like Refresher Orb. I've seen this on Reddit. It's pretty nuts, but I haven't actually done it myself. So we have 2 Primordial if we play this, which is pretty nice. We can pull this Beast Hunter for now. He's not actually offering anything. We don't have Hunter bonus yet. He doesn't add a 3rd Brawny, so I think we can probably pull this for now. We're not at an upgrade point yet. Ooh, Troll Warlord's intriguing, but I think we'll hold. I think we pull this for now. We put in this one, which is kind of cool. You can grab the item here. I don't know how sturdy this is. It might die, but given these abilities, I think it's got the Shaman upgrade here from Shaman Pluck. Yeah, this is fine. We can sell our Pudge in order to get to 20 here, but I think I did it too late. It's different in this game than in auto chess. It happens at the beginning of round, not end of round, so I think I just wasted that Pudge sell. I don't think I'm going to get 2 interest. I need to keep that in mind and play faster. Hey, Treetop, man, how long does a game last? Usually about 30 to 40 minutes if you're the winner. Can go a little longer. Man, we got shredded again. God. I'm not really, it's harder to, I've never played before on stream like this. It's harder to pay attention to what other people are doing when I'm talking so much. Hunters, this is just kind of a mix, but Hunters. Beastmaster again. You can hold the drone. I'll grab the Lycan too. Okay. Primordial Warrior Hunter. You can see there the Hunter positioning we were talking about earlier. Mix of units. It looks like there's some Warrior stuff going on. Warrior Warlock maybe. Where's my board? Oh my god. Alright, we look okay this time, but we're not really taking a strategy here as far as, well, we don't look okay. That summon was insane. Why is everything 1 HP? Kill it! No! Everything's at 1 health. What is this game? This is called Dota Underlords. It's an auto chess genre game, which I think they're probably going to end up calling like auto battlers, or multiplayer automatic battle arenas, automated battle arenas, so like MOBAs. There's a couple names for this genre being tossed around. The names are inconsistent because Dota is an old game. The community called them by their title or by their name. For example, Axe's name is Mogul Khan. Yeah, it's super inconsistent and annoying. Because like some of them have like, you know, real names. Like Tiny is like a name, like a legendary in Hearthstone, for instance. Drone Ranger's not a name, it's like a unit. Beastmaster's a unit. Axe is a name, I feel like, almost. Disruptor is a unit and title. It's just a mix of stuff. I wish they all had one or the other. Like unit style names or like legendary one-off unique style names. Just pick one, right? I think we're gonna lose to this dude. Oh, we have Ranger, she'll be fine. We'll get it. Yeah, he doesn't do any damage. All the Asian people are at the top. Not all. And we don't know. These could be Asian too. You don't know just because they're named. Let's not make assumptions there. This is a third hunter that's pretty decent. That's intriguing because I think we're gonna have to shift into something cool soon. We are not on an upgrade breakpoint, but if I win this round, I do get the. I think I'm gonna hold here. Actually, yeah, let's hold here. I'm gonna sell this too just in case we don't win the round. Oh, I forgot this is a shoot. I should have repositioned. Doggies are bad. Doggies jump to the back, so my Draw Ranger is gonna die. I think we'll probably win anyway, just because these aren't as strong as they were in auto chess. I think we'll be okay, but definitely a positioning mistake. I should be paying attention. Ranking swapped up a bit since my message. Oh, sure they did. Sure. Actually, I don't think we are going to be okay. We are absolutely getting demolished. Wow. Cool. Great job. Good job, everybody. Go team. Go team. All right, we're going to pull ahead. Don't worry. It's okay. We just don't have a lot of damage right now. This anti-mage is pretty weak for a 2-star unit, I feel like. Let's see. Yo. We're not going to get to pick here. It's going to pick for us, which sucks. But we didn't want these anyway, so... Blink Dagger was totally fine. Let's put that Blink Dagger on... Anti-Mage to get some, like, caster units hiding in the back. Alright. We may want to start re-rolling here soon, but we're going to level up next turn. And then we'll start re-rolling. We're kind of on a losing streak right now, but we're accruing a lot of gold. But as is everybody else, as you can see. Nobody here is economy starved. So, alright. We'll figure it out. Hey, Rainbow. How's it going, man? Hey, El Platano Loco. It's only available through the Battle Pass right now, but you can get it soon for free. It's going to be open to everybody soonish. I don't know when that is, but sometime this week is what I originally heard, which I'm sure still is at least moderately accurate. Alright, this Dro is actually going to clean this up so we don't lose a ton of health, which is nice. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. It focuses on the mobile perspective. Yeah, this is definitely built with mobile in mind, this client, which I think is good for me as a content creator. I don't think it's nearly as good as a consumer of the content. We still just don't have enough damage. Gonna move him to the back now. It doesn't really matter because he has the Blink Dagger. We can start re-rolling a little bit. I need stuff. I really need stuff. We can grab Juggernaut for the 4-piece on Brawny. I don't really think it's that strong, for the record. I also need a third Hunter, so I'm a little bit enticed by this, but we're gonna hold for now. Just to stay above the economy breakpoint. Oh my god, what is the healing on this? Who was that? What on earth? That Warlock went insane. What items does he have? Soul-sucking Siphon. Oh my god. And then the Wind Ranger... I've never seen anything like that in my life! Dude went crazy! Oh, I really need a third Hunter. I gotta get rid of this Shaman build, it sucks. Oh my god, Hunters, please. Here we go. Let's just do this for now. Am I missing a unit? No. I don't have a third Hunter. I don't have my Beastmaster in either. Okay, cool, great. So I mean, it's still more damage, so it might be a little better than what we had, but technically not what we're looking for. I need to pull an axe and put in a Beastmaster, but it just sucks because they're 1-star units. Like, we're still gonna get melted. Oh, that's gonna save me some HP. Thank you, Disruptor. Appreciate it. We're getting destroyed right now. She died instantly. Who did the Wind Ranger? I didn't see it if so. Why do I not have equipped? Oh, this is equipped on an off unit, of course. Just go ahead and give me 3 more axes real quick here, game. Just real quick. I'll just take those 3 axes, no big deal. Second Disruptor. Oh, the offerings right now are just utter garbage, I feel like. I am totally unhappy with every aspect of our team. I hate it right now. I just hate it right now. We might be okay. 300 helps a lot, but I just do not think we're in a good spot at the moment. Yeah, all right. Who are we playing? Hey, this is the guy that's in first, but he DC'd. DCing doesn't really affect the strength of his team, though. He shouldn't have lost much in like 2 rounds, I think, but he DC'd. First I've seen of this, I have no idea what's going on. Well, feel free to ask questions, man. I'm trying to do a tutorial, so you're in the right place. There's gonna be, we kind of went through like the super detailed tutorial earlier already that you missed. So that kind of sucks, but do I like Sniper better than, what's her name? I don't think so. Oh, okay, another axe. 2 more anti-mages I don't want, but I do potentially want this Juggernaut. I'm done with the Shaman build. Ooh, we definitely want that and that. Okay, alright. We got some things coming. Oh, this is a NPC round. Gotta pay attention. Where's the concede button on this game? You can just exit right now. There's no ranks right now, so it definitely doesn't hurt you to concede. Like, nobody cares. It's really fun to experiment right now in this sort of free world because you can just test out any build you want. You can do anything you want. I've tried some crazy stuff so far. Valve said it's going to be crossplay. Yes, yeah, which is awesome. We don't have dragon units. Battle Fury is pretty cool. I like this a lot, actually. That's a lot of additional damage, which I think we need right now, particularly on the Beastmaster. He's hitting pretty hard. All right, so we're really close to some big-time upgrades on units. Another 2-star Tiny. I'm not really planning to go for 3-star units this much, but it's just kind of lining up right now. Don't let me miss any axes. Reroll one more time. I'm feeling good. Nope, not feeling good. We're down to 43 HP, by the way, guys. This is our health total, which, you know, we need to be careful. Like, we're not safe yet, but we're not, like, you know, dead. Necessarily. Turn this into a chicken, my good man. Come on, turn it into a chicken. I want this Beastmaster to turn into a chicken. Come on. Oh my god, we're getting melted. What on earth, dude? Stop! Wow. Absolutely shredded. I take back what I said about the health. Man, is this anti-mage just useless? Should I just add another axe? I feel like he's doing almost nothing. Or another Tiny even, I think Tiny hits a little harder than Axe, so. Man, I wish I had a 2-star Juggernaut. That would definitely be what I'd add instead of this anti-mage. That would feel really good. Maybe try to change your placements, hug the left wall. We can definitely move the hunters back into the corner soon. I don't have a problem with that. Oh my god, we gotta do some quick re-rolling here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, that helps. Okay. Okay. Perfect. That actually worked. We can try some stuff soon. I mean, I don't mind tucking hunters back, but I only have 2 right now, and the Wind Ranger's not really powerful as a 1-star unit, so I don't think there's a lot of value in hiding them yet. I kind of like the pressure that my front line is applying, so I'm a little bit more frontline focused in my mind. I mean, we'll see. This hasn't gone too badly. I'll take this loss at only 5 damage or whatever it is. Okay with this. In the scheme of things, this one's okay. That guy lost really quickly, or maybe he finally disconnected, I don't know. Insta-sell. Yes. Beastmaster usually benefits from left wall placements. Why is that? I don't know that I've ever heard that before. Why is left wall placements good for Beastmaster? You mean over here? I don't really understand why he would be any better from left wall placements. I'm happy to hear why, though. I'm intrigued. If I understand the logic, I don't mind doing it. His ult? But I mean, why would the left wall matter versus the right wall for his ult? Like, doesn't it just matter which side the opponents are lining up on and stuff? I don't know if I understand. His things get better range and hits from there as he gets more target. I can't explain well, but Amaz explains it well. Wouldn't that just depend entirely on which side of the field your units are on? Like, the enemy units are on? Like, if they line up right or left side? How is Ridge Wallet better than Bellroy wallets? I don't know what a Bellroy wallet is, so I don't know that it is, man. I have no idea. I like my Ridge wallet. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's a good company too. They've been very nice to me and supportive, but I have no idea that it's better. I can't blindly tell you that it's better because I really don't know. I wouldn't blindly endorse it. So I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. What makes a Bellroy wallet good? I mean, they're leather, but they seem compact, which is nice. I think perhaps thickness is the one advantage, is how thin a Ridge wallet can stay, but I don't know, man. I'd say research both products and go from there. I guess it doesn't matter which wall, but from what I saw in Auto Chess, most people spawn on your right. Okay. And by the way, I'm not trying to be contrarian for the sake of it. I'm just trying to learn. You know, by proposing questions, devil's advocating and stuff to learn. I don't really think, even if we hit these 3-star units, which we're both one off of, that we're gonna go nuts. So I don't know that we have what we need here to really dominate this game. I also don't know how leveling up helps me right now, but we're at some nice breakpoints. I think I'll do it. I think I need to commit pretty hard soon. Do I have any other synergies opening up that are a possibility? Also forgot to equip this. I don't know if that matters. Oh, I probably spent on an NPC round. That's not usually a good idea. We'll see when this ends here.
What game is this? Question mark, exclamation mark.
Underlords!
Underlords.
That's right, Claris. This is the,
exclamation mark.
I don't know if you're serious or not, but this is the Valve Auto Chess standalone game produced by Valve. We don't have any Heartless units, right? Well, we do have one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like the eye. So let's do it. So we're one away on Elemental, one away on Heartless, and one away on Shaman. So like a, I don't know. We could go back to Shaman again. I just don't like that. I want to hit these 3-star units if I can. I don't think Brawny's really carrying us a lot here. Oh my god, yes! How lucky do I feel? Let's go. We're about to die. We gotta go soon. Sorry, I zoned out for a second there. I don't have time to do this now. Never mind, I do. I'm short a unit though. I literally don't have another unit. I'm missing a unit because that upgraded. I had 2 on the field. Ah, shoot. Might still be worth it. I mean, 3-star units are awesome, but I really wish I had a 3rd unit. We're gonna win though. That's fine. Semi-Corpse is actually, yeah, top 3. So, all right. I'm not on my board anymore. Okay. Victory! That's it. Dog, you skipped 2 Beastmasters. We don't really have time to go for a 3-star Beastmaster, I don't think, right now. We're going to be spending on a couple things. Either upgrading this unit or potentially going for an additional 2-star unit. So I don't really want to hold Beastmasters right now. They're probably going to be more of a penalty than anything. For instance, we could go for Medusa. We could maybe hit the Arc again. I guess the Arc dude's pretty cool now if I can get another one, actually. Pretty cool now. Like, when we were that close... So, 2 things, right? Tiny and Axe are both 1-cost units, so I think they're easier to hold for 3 stars than a 2-cost unit like Beastmaster, right? He's going to be way harder to get to 3 stars. And we're not in a scenario where we have a lot of luxury to wait. We kind of have to go now because we're almost going to lose. So what about Wind Ranger for Medusa? We could try, but she's a 2-star right now. If I had, you know, 4 Medusas or 3 Medusas for a 2-star, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, sure. But I don't want to have to hold the Medusa and try for an upgrade because it's going to be pretty hard and unlikely. Because we only have 14 health, right? Like a lot of the things you guys are suggesting to me feel like things that if we had 50 health, absolutely, right? We would be more economy driven and we'd have time for that. But when it comes to 14 health, I'm like looking for stuff right now, you know? Like I need things that I can do at the moment instead of like saving up for upgrades and stuff. So Arc Warden is very, very cool. That's what I was looking for. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to go to 9, so I have to kind of maybe decide if I think the Arc Warden is worth more than this Pudge. I don't think so, because the Heartless debuff right now is really, really good. I hope I didn't pass up a Pudge. I forgot to be looking for Pudge, to be honest with you. There's a chance I passed up a Pudge there that was pretty baller. I actually see the left side positioning thing. That honestly makes a lot of sense. He just hit like 4 things because of his AoE. That looks very strategic to me. Yeah, it's hard to see the stars because of the items, Jacob. I totally agree with you. Like, what's going on here? You can't see the stars hardly. Like, this looks like a 1-star too. I don't like how the items overwrite the stars. The stars, given that they're the smaller items in the UI, should overwrite. And I think it's based on positioning. Like, this one's on top, so it's like overwriting, but the stars. Oh, Enigma is always intriguing. He's also elemental. But is he better than Pudge? I don't think so at the moment. I think we have enough luxury now in 3rd place to, and we're actually winning fights. Maybe here we can hold. Maybe we can hold and go to level 9 and play this Arc Warden. I don't know. Oh, this stun comp here looks crazy good. I'm scared. This is trolls with stun. This does hunters and stuns and like all kinds of garbage. That silence though from Disruptor. That is hard carrying. Oh my god. Wow, that Disruptor ult was nuts. Oh, yes, sir. We're on a win streak, team. We're gonna get at least, I mean, not top 3 guaranteed, but shoot, did these guys win? Man, way to go. Oh no, he lost. Okay, top 4. Given where we were early, I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. Pretty happy. So we're 32. That's 27 away. That's 7 upgrades. 7 upgrades takes 35 gold. So I can go. I'm gonna go. I think getting this Arc Warden in is actually pretty cool. Double Shaman means I can lock out something instantly because it turns something into a frog at the start of the fight. Like that could be, like that could, oh, this is a, oh, I did it on an NPC round. I should have done that. I should have waited around. I should have waited around. I mean, it's fine that we get to turn this into a frog, that's cool, but we were going to win it anyway, so not a good time to wait. Not a good time to spend. We had another interest round, we could have waited. I've done that twice. It's harder to focus when you're on stream. Okay. Feeling good. I have no idea which of these is right. I don't have any clue. I don't know if I even looked at the tiers. I probably should have done that. I like the idea of stuns, though. Oh, another Arc Warden. Very juicy. We have no time for economy. Oh, Tide Hunter is intriguing. No, we gotta get Arc Warden only. That's Pudge too, though. We need. Okay, all right. We should have at least one more round here, but I don't know if we can win this out, guys. Did we beat this dude's team? We didn't play this dude, right? The first place dude? I don't think we played that dude. We're 2-0 against this guy. Oh, that Tide got melted. That's good. Oh, that Disruptor ult is so insanely clutch, but we're still going to lose, maybe. Although, I don't know. Our Juggernaut's doing a lot of work right now. That Wind Ranger. Oh, my God. 309 DPS. She freaking melted. That is amazing. Top 3, team. We're getting there. We're doing work. And we actually have a couple upgrades, which is very unlikely at this point in the game. Like, a couple potential upgrades that I hope I don't overlook here because I'm barely paying attention, but we didn't hit one, unfortunately. It's pretty unlikely to have a couple 1-star units at this point in the game. I think the Blink Dagger on this Juggernaut's doing a lot of work. He's getting back there in that back line and just screwing up people's teams. Arc is an elemental, yes. She's an elemental shaman, so pretty cool for our Tiny. Is this the guy in first? Yes, get that Tide. Yes, the Tide Hunter ult didn't go off. That's good news. Did I miss my Disruptor ult? Because I think that's what's been winning me games so far. That Juggernaut did a lot of work, though. This guy has the ability where his, we keep winning, team. I think he had the ability where his warriors don't die. If we look here, unstoppable, yeah. Warriors survive for an extra 2 seconds. This thing seems OP to me, honestly. It seems super OP. I'm so close to a couple upgrades here. I'm just gonna keep digging for them because we're at the very last stages of the game. We hit one. That's so good. I wish I could have hit both, but I'll take it, man. Just one is good enough. I mean, my positioning's working, so I'm hesitant to change. I mean, there might be better positioning out there, but we'll see. Oh, cool, something new. I know, right? What is going on? Why are you using 1 star so late in the game? We're not really intending to. We just, that's where the build took us. We just had to shift over that way. Oh, we didn't kill this tide fast enough. That's bad news. Oh my god, we're getting shredded. Absolutely ruined. Just bodied. These dudes are screwing with us. We're dead. We lose. That's game, right? We took 14, didn't we? Doesn't matter, because I don't really know. Only 11. I don't think we have any upside left in our build. I mean, a 2-star Arc Warden's not going to change that fight, right? That's not going to fix the problem. Don't have enough gold to hit it now anyway. For desperation purposes, let's try to change this build one time here. I don't know, let's just do something screwy, right? Like, I don't know. like we're gonna lose anyway, right? So let's just try something funny. Just see if the positioning here can make any kind of difference. I doubt it, but you never know. Just remove some stun lock potential. Everything's really low, but we're all dead, so I don't think we got it. I don't think we got it. Hearthstone's changed since the last time I logged in. I know, right? I know. Oh yeah, Alpha Buff, you said the same thing. Positioning. Hey, I'm happy, man. We turned that around. We had a pretty early fail. Like, we were terrible for the first, 10 rounds or whatever, 15 rounds. But I'll take it. I'll take a podium there. I'll take a podium. And there you go, folks. That wrapped it up for our tutorial QA session there from our Twitch stream. I think a lot was learned there, both some real gameplay, but also against the AI. Really taking our time and breaking it down helped a lot. So I hope this encouraged you to give Dota Underlords a try, give it a chance. I think you'll really, really like it, and I suspect this is a game I'll be playing a lot more, both on stream and probably talking about on this channel as well. So feel free to give me your thoughts on my Dota Underlords content and some feedback. I'm always curious to hear what you guys have to say. But until then, thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, game on.